Good morning everyone. Today we will be discussing about the problems of incremental increase method. Okay, in the previous we have discussed you about the incremental increasing method. I have discussed you about, okay, and what are the problems we will be doing in the arithmetical increasing method or geometric increasing method I have discussed with you. And here it is a formula. I have told you about the geometrical increasing method. Here is the formula, that is we can say that is Pn equals to P whole into 1 plus Ig by 100 that by n root of, that is whole to the power n. Okay, as all of you know, Pn we know populations after n decade, and P equals to present populations, and Ig that is average percentage growth, and n we can say it is as number of decade. Okay, number of decade, that we can say 10 years equals to 1 decade or 20 years equals to 2 decade, we can say it as. And here we have been done the problems of geometrical increasing method. I have been done. Okay, next we will be doing about incremental increasing methods. I have told you about the incremental increasing method. In this method, the average increase in populations is determined by the arithmetical method, and to this the average of the net incremental increasing method once for each future decade. Okay, so we can say that in this method the rate of the growth is not constant. Okay, and it whether otherwise the populations it may be decreased or it may be increased. Okay, so we will do the problems in this method. Pn, so in this formula, in incremental increasing method, this formula will be doing it Pn equals to P plus n whole into Ia plus Ic, or we can say that Pn equals to P plus n whole into x plus y. Okay, we can take it as from the two formula, we can take it as one formula, we can take it same. All of you know Pn equals to populations after n decade, and P that is present populations. Now what is the populations, or in the problems or in the examples you have been given, what is the present populations you have been given. Okay, plus n that is number of decades. I have told you decades means what you know, 10 years equals to 1 decade, 2 years, 20 years equals to, you can say 2 decades, you can say. Next is Ia. Ia means average arithmetical increase, and next is IC, that is average incremental increase. Okay, so we can say that, or next formula we can take it as Pn equals to P plus n whole into x plus y. X we can also take Ia, in Ia we can also take it as x, or we can take IC as a y. Okay, so we can say that x also equals to average arithmetical increasing method and y equals to average incremental increase. Okay, so we will be doing the problems. The same problem we will be doing it, that is, you know, I have given the questions you have been given in the arithmetical increasing method. In the year 1940, that is population is 8,000, and in 1950 the population is 12,000. In 1960 the population is 17,000. Okay, and in 1970 the population is 22,500. Okay, next we will be finding out increase in populations. We can say it as x, or we can say it as Ia. Okay, we can take it as, I have told you, you can also take it as Ia or you can take it as x. In Ia you have been finding out the increase in populations in a geometrical increasing method, or in arithmetical increasing method you are finding out this increase in populations. Okay, same you will be finding out in this process. Okay, if you take the populations as P1 as 8,000, P2 as 12,000, P3 as 17,000, P4 as 22,500, so we can say that P2 minus P1 that is 4,000, and P3 minus P2 that is 5,000. We can say 17,000 minus 12,000, we get it 5,000, and 22,500 minus 17,000, we get it as 5,500. Okay, we all got it, 4,000, 5,000 and 5,500, we all got it. After taking it, we will be taking it as an average. Okay, totally we got it 14,500, and by doing it average that is 14,500 divided by 3. Okay, we'll be getting it as 4,833. Okay, next we'll be finding out the incremental increase, that is increment on the increase method. Okay, all of us find as x we can find out, or we can say x instead of x we can take it as also IA. Next will be find out incremental increase. Incremental increase means if we will take the average of x, that is, or we can take the average of IA. Okay, that is increase in population, we take an average of that. Okay, so we can say if you take it as x1, x2, x3, or IA1, IA2, IA3. Okay, so we can do the average of this. By doing average, we will be getting it the incremental increase. I have told you in the previous slide, I have told you IC means what? Average incremental increase. So average incremental increase means the average of the IA, that is x, we can say that. Okay, while doing the average of this, average of increase in populations, we can take it as x1 as 4,000, x2 as 5,000, or x3 as 5,500. Okay, while averaging it or while subtracting from incremental increasing method, we can say that x2 minus x1 we will be getting at 5,000 minus 4,000 we will be getting it as 1,000, and while x3 minus x2 5,500 minus 5,000 we will be getting it as 500. Okay, after doing adding this or after getting the average of incremental method, we will be getting it as total 1,500 divided by 2. Okay, divide by 2, that is we will be getting it as 550. Okay, we will doing it as average, we will be getting it as 750. Okay, so how we got IA on, or we can say IA as x or IC as y. How we got it? All of you know IA and IC. IA means increase in populations, and IA means increase in populations, and IC means average of the IA. Okay, so we can say that the incremental increase, that is we will be getting it by dividing same procedure by average it. Okay, that is we will be getting it as x as a 4,833, or we can take as IA as 4,833 and IC as 750, or y equals to 750. Okay, we have got it, x we have got it, x bar we have got it, y bar we have got it. Next we will be putting in the formula. Okay, in the formula we have seen here the populations of the various decade. We have to calculate the same population here, that is P 1980, 1990, and that is 2000. We will be calculating that. In the year 1980, all of you, I have shown you the formula here. Pn equals to P plus N whole into IA plus IC. Okay, so we can say that in P 1980, present population we have got it. You know P, that is the present populations. We will be dealing with 22,500. As we know, the present populations here you have taken 1970. The present population is 22,500. Okay. So 22,500 plus N will be taking it as 1. How? All of you know 1980. If we do 1980 minus 1970, we will be taking it as 10 years. As we know 10 years equals to 1 decade. So we will be taking it as 1 into whole into 4833 plus 750. 4833 means we will be taking it as 4833 means x we will be taking it as, okay, or we can take it as IA, and 750 means we will be taking it as y, or we can take it as IC. Okay, after doing this, solving this, we will be getting it as 28,083. Okay, we will be getting it as same. In the same formula, we will be applying it in P 1990. Pn, that is Pn equals to P plus N whole into IA plus IC. We can say take it as this formula. We can take it as 28,000. Same population, present population you can also take it as P 1980 plus whole into 400. We can take it as IA 4,000 833 plus 750 into 1, that is number of decades, we will get is a 33,666. Same formula, we will be putting it in the population 2000. 33,666 plus 4,833 plus 750 into 1 as a n equals to number of decades. So P 2000 equals to 39,249. Okay. So the decreasing rate method we will be discussing in the next classes. Okay. Thank you.